Yes. Hello, my name is Dmitry and I'm founder of bNesis. So I'm extremely grateful to Mario Shosga. He saved me a lot of time of describing PSD2 issues, but unfortunately he left. I will say him this later. So, but in general, since 2018, banks will be competing not against banks only, but against everyone. And in order to survive and become more competitive, they need to offer their customers more possibilities. That means that they need to combine accounts from multiple payment systems, and banks offer their customers possibility to apply to banking and non-banking services and to even make transactions and purchases faster and better. But the problem is that to do this, they need to connect multiple payment and banking systems to own online banking, payment applications and web services. And there are hundreds of them. The more they connect with, the more possibilities they can offer their customers. The problem is that connecting each of them is far from easy. It takes months of coding. Support is awful because of rapidly changing APIs. Developers have to start everything from scratch. And only one-by-one connection is possible. So, instead of wasting a lot of time on integration each of them separately, it's better to use bNesis, which already combines multiple payment systems in a single box. So our customers need to connect only one our solution and will rapidly get access to multiple payment and banking systems all over the world. They save time, they improve all functionality. In result, they can offer their customers combined payment and banking accounts with real-time statements. They can offer their customers to transfer money even if they know only card holder number, email, or cell phone number, all over the world, not in Poland only. At the same time, they can even transfer funds, even if these are cryptocurrencies, between payment systems in easy several steps. Furthermore, we validated the use case with ABN AMRO, which recently improved just yesterday. This use case, they can offer their enterprise customers connect payment information from different accounts and payment systems to their accountancy, CRM, and ERP solutions, and automate data transfer. But the most important is that banks getting access to multiple payment information will better understand financial situation of their customers, both B2C and B2B customers. They can make better credit decisions and make more valuable offers. But the most important is our technology. Unlike all our competitors, we are a hybrid solution that offers both middleware and on-premise solutions. So that means if the banks that are thinking about security and reliability will offer direct data transfer between banking system and third-party solutions, we don't have access to any information, we don't transfer anything. That's why we are following even GDPR restrictions. And no one from our competitors can follow the same, because all of them are middleware. Our business model is very simple. $2,000 per month depending on number of servers that are needed by the bank to make data transfer possible. The more servers they need, the more licenses they will buy. Go-to-market strategy is dependent on, of course, direct sales to the decision makers, but also on revenue share agreements and white label possibilities with system integrators that already connected with the banks and save a lot of time on solving IT issues for the banks. In result, we save a lot of time on integrations, making safe and reliable data transfer, rapidly improve functionality of the banks, even if they have legacy systems. And by this time, we have 16 members with 15 years of experience on average in software and business development. We were solving the problem of integrations for more than 7 years with the biggest banks and credit collection companies in Ukraine and Russia. So we know the problem, we know the market, and by this moment, we are launching 5 pilot projects with banks. And we need to sign these agreements in the next week. So, in case if you're struggling with integrations, you want to improve your functionality, even if you are not the banks, we are definitely the right business for your needs. Thank you very much. I believe that would be maybe the question about business model. Maybe not. We talked about this during the hackathon.
That's why I'm not asking again the same question.
Okay, well, maybe I need to describe it better.
Okay, you're wasting time. So my question is, who is your client? I mean, a large organization, enterprise, small organization?
Banks. At this point of time, banks. Because right now, this is our Eldorado time. All the banks are pretty nervous. You heard about this. You know that big 5 giants may take the piece of pie and they want to become more competitive. Millennials are new customers of the banks. They want to get everything in a simple, safe and reliable way. in mobile applications, desktop applications, in one place instead of many. So banks, definitely.
Okay, and the second question, if the banks are your clients, is it aren't your price to offer them?
No. Because this model depends on the number of servers. For example, when we talked with LHV Bank in Estonia, they need 7 servers. 3 main servers and 4 just in case if something happened with their first line of servers. So that would be $14,000 a month. If you are talking about BNP Paribas, I believe that would be pretty expensive for them, but pretty nice for us, let's say like this. So the bigger bank is, the more data they need to transfer, the more systems they connect, the more licenses they will need to buy. So the most interesting, according to our business model, that we give all software to our customers. All the data is transferred directly. So that means that we don't have such expenses as our competitors. We don't charge per number of requests, per number of integrated systems, per number of data transferred, because we don't need to support this system. It's based on the service of our customers. So it's pretty nice because our margin is very high.
What's the reason that the banks would like to cooperate with you? What's the biggest problem you solve? Time? Or is it the quality of the data and the big data that comes out of this later on? And do you see after introduction of PSD2 sort of a reducing market for you?
No. At this point of time, of course, this is time, because there is only half a year left before PSD2 will be implemented. We have expertise in this. We know how to solve these problems. We want to allow banks to focus on their business development, on banking services. Everything concerning APIs will be our problem. So solving the problems of integrations, giving them lots of possibilities like this one, for example, it's automated transfer between payment systems. This is a unique solution. We improve their functionality, make them more competitive, help them to follow the same regulations, and the most important, we don't transfer anything. This is very important for them because this is security. This is your and your and your and everyone here security. Following new regulations and following GDPR, for example. So save time, save money, make them more competitive, more functional. These are the reasons why they are choosing us at this point of time, though we are pretty young, let's say like this, our company.
Okay, and what's the USP then after introduction of PSD2? Because banks will over time also then start working more with APIs and so on.
Yes, of course. PSD2, what is this? It demands the banks to make their APIs public. They will do this. But the reason why we are offering them, we want to make them competitive. Among new players, lots of startups sitting here will compete with the banks, offering something else. So PSD2 is just the reason to offer this stuff, to make them more competitive and earn more money. But the most interesting, like Mariusz told today, just a second, where is this? This is big data. Lots of banks, we talked with them, some of them acquire different startups which are analyzing big data. We are the sources of the data that should be analyzed. And that's why we save them time for this. This is the most important for them. This is the value, additional value. Okay.
Why do you think that they would want to pay you 2,000
We already talked
per
with
server?
We already talked with 28 banks all over Europe, and they say that's pretty nice business model for us, because if we are trying to do ourselves this, we are wasting our resources on different directions. First of all, it's not a huge problem for the bank, even small bank like AHV, to pay $10,000 or even $20,000 or even $40,000 a month, but to follow regulations, become more competitive among other startups and among their closest competitors, other banks. So
for the banks, if they have to pay 2,000, it's not a problem. They are solving because it's a tiny money. So
yes, but that's why we are saying that we charge them per number of servers. Lots of banks, unfortunately, I can't say the number of servers that will be used by our partners according to some restrictions, but there are dozens of them that are necessary to make data transfer safe, reliable, and possible.
So how much the bank should pay you, and how much the bank will save on this or benefit out of the payment they make to you?
One of the banks that all of us we know, it's approximately will be $40,000 a month. So this is their check, average check with the average size bank.
And what they will get in the...
They will get lots of integrations, direct data transfer, support of API changes. This is very important. Just imagine if APIs are changing, developers have to start mostly everything from scratch. With us, we do this for them. They don't even know about that APIs changed.
And what's your competitive advantage against all these players entering this API market for PSD2?
The first thing, that we are a hybrid solution. Mostly all our competitors, they are only middleware. They transfer data through their
The
servers.
time is up.
Like,
Thank you.
who's the next one?
Please.